Right, now then, we're having to re-upload and redo some videos that were taken down by YouTube. Okay, as it attacked our account. Now, very briefly, want to focus on the Russian ambassador to Turkey assassinated. Okay. In the other footage that we put up, we saw the various positions that the gunman took, he fired from, and how the set was changed. There was a table with flowers and water on it, one moment, next moment, it's gone. The person on the floor was supposed to be the ambassador, around about 50 years of age or so. But when we're looking at the body on the floor, it's a younger body. And it is also dressed differently. Now here we have something else, okay? Because there's always something more to be told about these stories, to be fetched from the footage, because the footage speaks. And sometimes we miss hearing the voice of the footage. Now here, everybody, come on now, all you sheeple. This woman here is an expert. It's Clarissa Ward, Senior International Correspondent. Remember, she's senior, so she should know what she's talking about. All right? All right? This is what you're fed. This is what we're supposed to accept. That if somebody is portrayed of a higher standing, they should know. And therefore we should trust them, like Pig in Darwin. Okay, let's go on.
This man was affiliated with? Was he a lone wolf attacker? Was he part of a militant group like ISIS?
A lone wolf attacker, you know the fancy words. We'll go on to this in a moment. A lone wolf attacker belonging to ISIS. Okay, promote the word, baby. Promote to even ISIS. You know, that group that doesn't work. Now, the point is here, this fella's got a, what colour shirt? What colour's my shirt? Well, it's blue, isn't it? Light blue.
We simply just don't have any information. You can hear in his voice in that chilling video.
White?
It is just so disturbing.
Ooh. I'm just, oh, for. And it's a different fella. So what's going on here? It's a different fella altogether. This guy here is going to shoot him here. Who ends up as we're lying on the floor and changes appearance on the floor. That's a different guy.
We simply just don't have any information. You can hear in his voice in that chilling video.
It's a different guy. The chin and the nose are different, picking shirt's different, everything's picking different. Anybody, you sheeple, notice?
Was he a lone wolf attacker? Was he part of a militant group like ISIS? We simply just don't have any information. You can hear in his voice in that chilling video, and it is just so disturbing to watch it, that he is clearly incredibly emotional, angry. You can hear the strain in his voice.
Really?
And often, you know, it's fair to say that across the Muslim world, you have seen some very emotional and intense responses to the daily barrage of images coming out of Syria.
So all this here, okay, let's go back one, is on the table. Oops, it's not on the table. And it's a different man, different shirt. Oh, isn't it? Isn't it just amazing? Hey? So, Tommy Cooper been along, has he? Hey? And gone, just like that. And then a load of flowers and a load of a microphone and everything appears on the table, just like that. Whilst the guy's on the floor. Come and get him again. There you are. And the fella here, alright, went forwards. Can we get him? But he's on his back now. Let's see if we can see the. Where's the frigging table now? See if we can get it.
Show you the ambassador was giving a speech when a gunman opened fire, hitting the ambassador several times.
Yeah. There he goes. He goes down. He grabs his coat, as you do. So, oh, I'm a bit cold. I'll just grab my coat. And he goes forwards. He ends up on his bigging back. With an empty table. Hang on a minute. Where's the bigging table gone? Where's the even the bigging table's gone. Let's go back.
Several times.
Where's the bigging table gone with the stuff on it? Bigging table's gone. That's a cracker. One moment you got no bigging table. Next minute you got an empty table. And then the next minute you've got a table with stuff on it. Now what? What's going on here? Let me just go back in. Let's go back again. What's that? Mommy! So there's nothing there, is there? Okay, nothing there. Beep, 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 that's them. Then all of a sudden there's something there. So where's that come from? Alright. Down you go. Nothing. Nothing there. And then all of a sudden that's there. Now that the interference there was not from us, but from the actual video itself. But in the fuzz, all of a sudden, this appears. Crackers. Let's see if we can see anything else. This mic here is almost touching this picture. You know, it's like one of those games. You know, what's the fault? 10 faults.
Hitting the ambassador several times.
Let's see. Oh, down you go again. Purple going down. Oh, for fuck. Right. Okay. Right, the big microphone. Okay, short. Okay, that's appeared. Only like balloon. Listen, bud, if you want the toilet that badly, go down the corridor, turn to the left. It's the one with the open legs. No, somebody didn't change your shirt to blue, you're just a different person. Okay, let's see what else he got here. There he is.
Angry, you can hear the strain in his voice.
He's in a different pigging area.
And often, you know, it's fair to say that across the Muslim world, you have seen some very emotional and intense responses to the daily barrage of images coming out of Syria, coming out of Aleppo, images of civilians being killed, of children being bombed, of people starving to death, having no food, no water.
Hello,
those images have served as a rallying cry to jihadists and extremists across the world, but it's not clear yet if the attacker who you saw there falls into the bracket of one of those more extremist jihadist groups that we know about, or whether he may simply be sympathetic to the cause of the rebels inside Syria. Now, what we do have coming into us, Brianna, from the Russian Foreign Ministry, Russia's Foreign Ministry has responded to the murder of its ambassador in Turkey, and they have said this: we qualify what happened as a terror attack. We're currently in contact with its ambassador in Turkey, and they have said this: we qualify what happened.
Looks like dark blue pigging suit, that.
Happened as a terror attack. We're currently in contact with Turkish authorities who are assured authorities to investigate who this people to get in there. Was it possibly some kind of an inside job? And really, I think, Brianna, as here in Moscow, a big summit tomorrow on Syria, Turkey's foreign minister in attendance.
You, the well-educated person, we're just the plebs in your eyes. Could you possibly tell me where a table wasn't in the first place? All right, let's go back one. Why it is that the face of the fella changes, colour of the shirt changes. Did you not notice, dear? Did you not notice that there was no table there at the beginning? Then all of a sudden, when the footage went a bit wonky, there was something there. And then later on, there was an empty table there. And then later on to that, all in the same time frame, there was stuff on the table. All that appeared between this so-called gunman discharging his weapon and his shouting. Why didn't you notice that? Why didn't you point that out to us? Why are we having to do that? Because you are the con artists beguiling people, and we just tell it as it is, the truth. We are seeing what you are seeing, and you must see it because we see it. So you ignore it in order to spin a story, dear. You do see it. And do you know something? The backroom boys in the media, they see it. But you know they daren't say anything because of their careers. They see it as clearly as we see it because it's right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. Different man, different coloured shirt, so it's a different day. Or it's the same day and he's been replaced, but the probability is, as with the Bataclan attack, so-called, in the cafe, when they did it over 2 nights. Like the Nice one with the van, they did it over 2 nights, 2 separate nights. Like Westminster Bridge, they did it over 2 different days. The Haryana Arena in Manchester, they did on 2 different days. And so it goes on and on. Sandy Hook was the longest. It took months to do that one. So the man himself, in the first shot of the first filming, was probably didn't want to do it again or was busy doing something else, and they got a stand-in. Didn't really matter because the sheep would believe anything as long as the media are telling the story. Okay? But you know, we should honour ourselves rather than honour the media. And to honour ourselves in the fact that we should pay attention to what is before us and not ignore it. We shouldn't simply go with the media, believe the words of the media. You see, we are living in a day and age now that not only does the media push it upon us that anything that it says is evidence. Other people follow the media and believe that others should believe them because what they say constitutes evidence. Well, you know, if you took the media and these people into a court of legalese or court of law, they'd be thrown out, they'd be laughed out. Because it's just words. Evidence is a different matter than a kettle of fish altogether. Well, let us go and see if they will attack this one. Bye bye.